Hello everyone, ToyV's here, and this is a review of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Legacy Black Megazord. So back in the 90s, we got a black and gold version of the Megazord since there was a black and gold Daijujin. And now, since we released the Legacy Megazord a couple of years ago, Bandai's like, well, why not make a black and gold version of the Legacy Megazord? So this Megazord comes with black and gold versions of the Tyrannosaurus, Mastodon, Triceratops, Saber-toothed tiger, and Pterodactyl dinosaurs. So, let's get on with this review. So, over here's the T-Rex, and it is the best done out of the dinosaurs here. It just looks really nice. It just looks really nice with its perfect mix of gold and black. So, over here you have the T-Rex. The mouth can open and close. You can see that they still have the cannon stickers over here. The paws can move up and down. And just like a normal T-Rex, they're small. The chest piece over here can open so that you can fit the head. And you have the Megazord face. And you can move the horns forward and back. And down here you have the legs. They can move forward and back. And the knees as well for the tank form. As well as the feet. And the back, the only real thing you can move is the tail. And it looks cut off if you put it like this. And that's really all I gotta say about the T-Rex. It is the best done out of all the dinosaurs here, and it just looks really nice. So now, let's get on to the Mastodon. So, over here's the Mastodon, and considering it's the Black Ranger sword, you wouldn't think that there's much of a repaint, right? Well, there is. Such as over here, you have the nice gold detail over here, and it just fits well with the black. The head is actually black, which I'm really proud of, because in the original Legacy Megazord, the head was more gray than black, and that disappointed me. You see that the trunk over here is also black. The tusks are gold over here. You can see it says M over here. You can see a nice gold detail over here. You can take off the head and split this open. And you can see that the legs are in this nice die-cast gold. And the back, you really have nothing except for the hands over here. And yeah, that's really it for the Mastodon. So now, let's get on with the Triceratops. So, over here's the Triceratops, and it looks pretty nice. You can see the gold horns over here and the rest of the gold detail. You can see that it's painted mainly in black. The head can move up and down. The horns and the mouth cannot move. On the back you can move the tail. And in the show, when the tail is in this position, it can be used as a laser. And that's basically it for the Triceratops. There's nothing new on the other side either. So now, let's get on with the Saber-toothed tiger. So, over here's the Saber-toothed tiger, but it looks more like a puma, and it looks pretty nice. You can see the black paint over here and the awesome gold detail. You can see the fangs over here that can move around 270 degrees. Same thing with the other fang. The head can move up and down. The legs can move almost 270 degrees, as there is a circle right over here that controls the leg. The back legs can move up and down. The tail over here can move all the way over here. And you'll see that if you leave it like this, in the show, the Saber-toothed tiger Zord uses this as a laser. And that's basically it for the Saber-toothed tiger. So now, let's get on to the Pterodactyl. So over here is the Pterodactyl, and it has the least of the functions for all the Zords. It does look pretty nice with the black paint, and I really like what they did with the gold over here, that you can see your own reflection, such as you can see the reflection of my nail right here. And it really doesn't have much in articulation. You can move the head forward and back. You can also move it up and down. You can move the wings forwards and backwards. And the cannon pieces over here are the legs for the pterodactyl. But that's basically it for the pterodactyl. While it does look nice painted, it really doesn't do anything aside from being a chess piece. So now, let's get into the tank mode of the Megazord. For the tank form of the Megazord, what you're going to do is that, for the T-Rex, you're going to put the arms up like this. You're going to fold the legs, and the tail up. You're then going to grab Triceratops, fold up the tail, and stick it here. And you're going to do the same with the saber-toothed tiger, except the saber-toothed tiger has legs. Then you're going to grab the Mastodon. You're going to decapitate it and put its head over here. You're going to open up the arms and flip them forward. Lastly, you're going to grab the pterodactyl. You're going to remove its feet to make the cannon. And you're going to attach over here. Yeah, that was kind of hard to attach. So over here you have the black and gold Megazord in tank mode, and there's not really much to say about it considering it's just tank mode except painted black and gold. But it still looks really nice, and you can see all the Zords over here look really nice with their consistent color scheme of black and gold and red. Not much to say, but it just looks really nice. So now, let's get to the Megazord mode. So first, let's start with everything you need to remove from the Megazord. You need to remove the cannon pieces first. Then the Mastodon head. And then the pterodactyl piece in the back. Next, you need to move these pieces over here in order to form the hand. Then you need to move the arms down. Lift up the entire Megazord and flip the legs. And make sure to flip the saber-tooth and Triceratops heads up, along with the saber-tooth front arms. Next, you're going to open up the chest piece. You're going to flip the T-Rex head down in order to reveal the Megazord face. Close this up. Open up the horns. Grab the pterodactyl over here. Flip its head down and the wings. And then stick it on. But we're not done quite just yet. You have to grab the cannon pieces and put them on the back. Then you have to grab the Mastodon head, put it on the hand, and grab this gold chrome sword and put it over here. So over here is the black and gold Megazord, and it looks really nice. I really like how the consistent color scheme makes this thing look really good. So for the points of articulation, you have the arms, which can go all around, and the mammoth head went flying off. Over here the legs can go forward and backwards. Same thing with the other leg. The shoulders can lower for the Mega Dragonzord combination. and so can the horns move back. On the back, the cannon pieces over here can move 360. And the tailpiece can detach. And that's really it for the Black Megazord in terms of movement, but it does look really nice, and it does look amazing for a display shelf, and to be honest, this is amazing. You can barely see the gold details over here because of the camera blocking it out, but let me just point them out over here. But still, this toy is really amazing, and I just like it basically only for the design. It's nothing new from the Legacy Megazord, but the design is really cool. So now, let's compare it to the normal Legacy Megazord. So here's the black and gold Megazord right next to the regular Legacy Megazord, and you can see that the only difference really is the color, that these two guys are just the same exact thing, except for the color. You can see that the Legacy Megazord is much more colorful, while this is in black and gold. And this is what I meant when I said that the Mastodon head was gray, that you can see that, let me lift it up. You can see it's sort of in this grayish color instead of it being black. But these two do look really good side to side next to each other. And I'm not going to do the Black Megazord with Dragozord and with Titanus because, let's just say, it was a pain in the butt to try to do them for the pictures. So on camera, it will be really difficult. So now, let's get to my final thoughts. So overall, the Black and Gold Megazord is really nice, and I would highly recommend it if you're a Power Rangers fan. Even though the Black and Gold Megazord shares the same functions as the normal Legacy Megazord, the colors are just fantastic, and they look really nice. And I can't wait for Black and Gold Dragozord, because then if we get Black and Gold Titanus, we're going to get Black and Gold Ultrazord. And I have seen some pictures from a 90s version of the Black and Gold Ultrazord, and it looks really nice, and I can't wait to see what the Legacy line will be able to do with that. I'm Hulu Toy Reviews, and I'm signing off. Thanks for watching, everyone.